What happens when Bart races a car? Bart and Homer are building a race car. They compare draft drawings and test it. The results are not satisfactory. After making changes and working on it, the car starts. On race day, the other guys' cars are all very advanced. Bart's car contrasts with theirs at the start of the race, and Nelson hits Bart with a whip. However, they were both overtaken by Martin. He took first place, Nelson second, and Bart last. Martin can't stop his car. He pushed the emergency button, but it didn't work, so he crashed into the fence. Martin was hospitalized. Bart came to visit him. He told Bart to race with his car. Bart agreed. Bart tells Homer about it. Homer acts like he doesn't care, but he's really upset. He watched the game on TV, but chose to go to the game. At this point, Bart is so depressed that he gets slapped by Martin. Martin can't stand the way he's acting, so he slaps him again. Homer showed up to cheer Bart up. Bart pulls himself together and ignores Nelson's behavior. The race begins, and Bart's car was slashed by Nelson. They're neck and neck. In the end, Bart won. He was hoisted up on a pedestal and accepted the trophy. He and Homer embraced. What happens when Homer's business is taken by Barney? Homer shows off with the prizes he got for snow removal, pissing Barney off. So he goes to work and finds the snow shoveled out in front of every house. Barney did it. He also shot out the tires of Homer's car with a gun and laughed it off. Barney broke Homer's human sign on TV. Not only that, he met a beautiful woman. After Barney finished shoveling snow from Flanders' house, Homer arrived. He refuses Flanders' offer and takes the money. Homer's business is once again taken by Barney. His prize was even taken back by the mayor. So Homer had a bad idea. He posed as a customer and contacted Barney to go to Snowy Mountain. Homer's business returns and he makes a lot of money, but Barney got stuck in the Snowy Mountain. Homer decides to set out to rescue Barney. The first obstacle he encounters is a crumbling wooden bridge. Turning his head, he realized there was a viaduct. His second obstacle is the narrow road, where Homer is about to fall off a cliff. He operates the controls and gets the car back on level ground. Barney was desperate. Then came Homer. He pulls Barney out of the snow, and Barney is grateful. A hole appeared in the sky and shone the sunlight on Homer's body. The snow melted and the plants began to grow. Even the snowman melted. What will happen when Amy and Keith get married? Mrs. Wong will beat mosquitoes to death on her face. The mosquitoes will gather into hands and shake hands with Mr. Wong, and then shook hands with Mrs. Wong. Colleen and Fry drank in the swamp. The waiter prepared a new drink for them. The wedding began. The high priestess came out of the mud. She sent Keith and Amy into the mud. The high priestess stirred the mud and put it on their heads. And then the mud came out. It splattered everyone in the audience. Keith and Amy turned into clay figures and embraced. Suddenly the waitress exploded in happiness and turned into a mosquito. Then Keith and Amy's mud was hosed down. The high priest brought out the snake. They ate the snake together. Keith pulls out a bouquet, and Colleen catches it. Colleen and Fry looked at each other in love. John ate the bouquet. It started when the professor got shot in the eye with a radiator. Leela put out the fire with a fire extinguisher. Fry brought Colleen to the office. He showed his love and left. John saw this. He threw up in 2 buckets. Keith said he had news for everyone. He sneezed nervously. Then Amy said they were getting married. Everyone surrounded them to congratulate them. They all set off for the wedding. They were